with this course, we have spoken about relinquishing control in your life to other people, to companies, big businesses, corporations, and governments, and taking control in your life, being responsible for yourself. Now, you may think that, oh, this is a message that I can get out there, I can give it to everyone. I now believe that taking control is more important. And absolutely, if that's your journey in your life, it's the journey in my life. So I completely agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. Confirmation bias is kicking in right now because I agree with what you're saying. However, not everyone else is. A lot of people are happy to relinquish their control in their life to big businesses, governments, and corporations. They will put their trust in these companies and say, I trust them to look after me in all types of situations and emergencies. For example, a lot of people will say, I will work my entire life and I trust that the government will give me a pension when I'm old and grey and can't work anymore. They will pay a pension to me. This is what a lot of people relinquish. They relinquish taking the control of their own future, their own finances in their retirement. What you get in that situation, for example, this hypothetical situation, is you have a government that, yes, will look after you, but they will not give you the lifestyle that you want. The government will say, I will give you just enough to survive. That's how I'm going to look after you. I'm going to give you just enough to survive. If you want anything more than that, then you should have taken control. So you will have a lot of people that are happy to relinquish the control. They know the game, they know the score, and they say, okay, well, I know the game and I know the score, and I'm just going to relinquish the control because I'm just going to have this comfortable life, and that's all I want. I just want a basic, comfortable life, and that's fine. If you know the situation and that's what you choose, that's what you choose. But also, you can control your life. But then there are the people in the middle that actually don't know that they're relinquishing control, and they don't know that they can go and take the control. So there are people in the middle. So be aware of this. If someone is complaining that the government is bad or the banks are bad or something like this, well, this is victim mentality. This is someone who has relinquished their control to a big company, and that big company has let them down. If they had taken control in their first place and not allowed the company to harm them in any way, that would never have happened. And if something ever went bad and you had full control, you would look inside yourself and say, I messed up. I messed up. I took control and I messed up. How can I stop myself messing up in future? You have control to fix it as well. But there are people in the middle, a lot of people in this middle section that do not know that they are relinquishing control. No one has ever explained this to them, that they can take control. Now, if you identify these people that are naive to the situation and are relinquishing control just because society tells them to, and they don't actually know that there is an alternative, then absolutely you should tell them that there is an alternative. If they choose to act on that, they can choose to act on that. There is an alternative. You could even advise them and send them the link to this video and say, hey, look at this video. This will teach you how to regain your control. But some people just don't want to hear it. Some people are happy to relinquish control. So you need to be aware of that. Again, if someone is telling you that you are wrong and you don't believe them because your reality and your journey is this one, you can't go and tell someone else that they are wrong for relinquishing control. You just need to bring that awareness to it so they can make the best decision for them. And if they are happy to relinquish their control, that is their journey. And we're going to give them a clap and say, well done to you. You follow your journey. You do what you need to do. So we're not going to tell them that they are wrong, and we are not going to listen if someone tells us that we are wrong. If we think that someone doesn't have all the information, we are going to say, there is more information, there is another option. This is generally the other option that you have available to you. Do your own research and see if you want to go down that route. That's it. You just create awareness. You do not tell people they're wrong, and do not listen if people tell you that you are wrong also.